Hey y'all, it's Nana with LivingCooper. I have a Nana So Crafty for you today. If you're like me, you've been seeing all these reels of upcycling hoodies and thrift finds and fun stuff like that, and I thought they were pretty cool and I wondered if I could try it. The 4 grandkids live in Connecticut, which it's hoodie weather there almost year round. And last week I was in Austin while I was waiting for Pops to go to a meeting. I found a Goodwill outlet center kind of thing. It wasn't everything organized on racks. It was just a big warehouse with all these big blue bins and everything was dumped in it. It was the last stop before they loaded up to third world countries, and you paid for it by the pound. Anyway, you probably saw the video already of me working on 3 of the shirts just in my day-to-day what I do. But I was struggling with baby girl number 2. She loves purple. I had the Minecraft shirt and the Daisy shirt from the Goodwill Center. I just didn't love it together, and this is a huge area that I have to cover. So she loves unicorn, she loves purple, she loves leopard. Her middle name is Grace, so you know, Amazing Grace. I thought this was cute. Anyway, last week I dropped Pops off at this airport in DFW, and I hit the Goodwill in Fort Worth on the way home, and I found this. And I found, because the oldest brother, he needed something to cover his front. We didn't want to leave it plain. And I found one Minecraft item, and it was little tiny baby pajamas. So I FaceTimed with him, and he said that's how he wanted the front of his shirt. So real quick, this is the baby brother. They actually have, the whole family already has this Shamrock Bucky shirt, but this was at the Goodwill along with this nice Fox Racing hoodie. But it had a really big emblem on the front. And so I put the back of the t-shirt on the front of the hoodie and the front emblem on the back of his hoodie. We had our Bible study today on FaceTime, and he actually had this shirt on, so it's gonna be fun when he gets that one. Big sister loves bunnies, and I found this baby blanket. It's a fuzzy baby blanket. Here's some of the scraps, and it's a cute little bunny. So I got some pink off of, something was pink. I had something pink. Oh, at Goodwill this week, I found the back of her shirt because I didn't like any of the other choices that I found for the back of her shirt. So I put the bunny on the back, but I did an outline of the hot pink. But at the local Goodwill, I found this really cute bunny that says, "Me pretending to listen should be enough for you," which, if any of y'all have had a preteen daughter, that's little sweet Bun Bun. So that's Bun Bun's all done. And then Big Brother's was easy. He loves Minecraft, he loves Pokemon, he loves all the boy things. He will be 13 this summer. That's crazy. Anyway, I found his right away. This is a brand new Nike hoodie. We don't endorse Nike, so that's why we had to take Nike off the front. There's no Nike showing. But I found this great big Minecraft, and then I found an orange Eskimo Joe's shirt of some sort that I didn't use the front of the shirt, but I used the back of the shirt to do the outline because the green on the green wasn't awesome. And then I had picked up another shirt that was tie-dye when I was in Austin, and I just used the back for the outline on Big Brother's shirt. So one of my favorite parts about this project is it's not perfect. It's like chop it up, go with the flow, no measuring and all those kind of difficult things. Although I did have to rip all of Little Brother's front patch off because the emblem was so big and I missed a corner of the emblem, and I did a fancy stitch that only half of it looked good. So I had to rip that all out. But no problem. So this is gonna be the back of the shirt because I don't wanna mess with the pocket. I don't know what I was thinking when I decided this for the front, but I didn't wanna mess with the pocket. So what you do when you're out there shopping is you can kind of just play with the shirt. And as you can see, this isn't even wide enough to cover this, but this is an applique that's hand sewn over the front. So if I needed to, I could actually just remove this, but I'm just gonna make a bigger emblem and cut it all out. So the black is gonna go on the back of her hoodie, and it's gonna be pretty square. I have a hard time making freelance, what do you call that? Just free motion cutting. I have a hard time with that. I feel like everything's gotta be square, but we'll see. I'll try to be free motion-y. I'm trying to decide if I wanna do the fuzzy, but I don't think I do. I think the black and purple is good enough. So none of that. So that's gonna be the back. And I used the black back of her shirt on Little Brother's shirt somewhere on the back of Little Brother's shirt. So that's the back. And then the front, I haven't tried this out yet. I hope it's gonna work. I hoped. If not, she's gonna get another t-shirt in the mail. Uh-oh, this might not work. Oh yeah, I can make it bigger. We can let the cheetah show through. So I can just cut this apart and then I'm gonna play with that. I thought I might outline it with this, but I don't think I'm going to. So that's just a freebie shirt she's gonna get. Anyway, first I need to cut the shirt apart, then I need to decide where everything's gonna go. Y'all follow along with me. Let's have a little bit of fun. This is like a 30-minute project. I love those kind. Moment of truth. You saw me have to unpin it because I didn't mark with a pin through the front the points on the wording that I needed to get across. So I had to unpin it and I put a couple pins in the front to mark it. Let's see, be close. All right, so before I cut it open and reveal the patch, you can see our outline here of where we made our insert, and I caught that right there, but I think that's gonna be fine because it's gonna roll up and you won't notice it. I barely missed it there, so that's good. So let's open it up. This is the fun part. You also saw me using the white furry stuff. I was trying to decide if I wanted to put that on the inside underneath just to give it a little more thickness, but I decided against it. All right, so this part, you can get as close to the edge of your sewing as you want. Make it even, you can make it squiggly. It's kind of a personal preference situation. Pops asked me on one of the boys if I was gonna rag rug the edges so it would curl up better, but I decided not to. As it washes, it'll curl up. Isn't that cute? All right, so let's do the back. You can use the whole thing however we see fit. So then, I just need to cut this fella. Okay, y'all, I didn't mention this earlier. Oh, I did it wrong. Y'all, I sewed it on the outside. I was supposed to sew it on the inside. I bet you guys were screaming at me the whole time. No, don't do it. It's the wrong side. Well, what I was about to tell you is I sew it about 1/4 of an inch, like off the edge, and I use a very short stitch. So, you know, Pops called me in the middle of that, and I'm not gonna blame Pops, but you know, I love him a lot. And he distracted me, so it's my fault. I should have paid attention. Now I guess I'll rip seams. But I won't make you watch that. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I lied. I did take you along with ripping out the seams. Oh well, you'll get over it. So, this time I put it on the back, and like I was saying earlier, I did about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance around it. You know, you do you. I flipped it on this side because I thought if I had too much overage that I would trim it down. I'm not gonna trim it down. It's good enough. I don't want to get too close to the seams. So now officially for the fun part. What's nice is there's nothing obstructing it. Didn't have to worry about the hoodie. Well, I did measure, see how far the hoodie would come down. It didn't really matter. It's gonna come down quite a ways. Clip my threads here. On a couple of the hoodies, I did a thread that would show up. And I did like that. I liked the contrast, but I didn't like it if there was an oopsie on the sewing. So just went with purple. Other great thing about this project is it's using up all the little odds and ends, bits and pieces of spools. I threw away an empty spool of green, an empty spool of pink, and an empty spool of purple. So that's nice. Cleaning out my stash as well. All right, moment of truth. So if I was so inclined, I'd cut this a little nicer and save these scraps, but I am not saving these scraps because I have no project to use them for, and I don't want to think about a project to use them for. If I was doing some of those, some people are like completely breaking down and covering, like blocking the entire hoodie. These would be great scraps for that if you're gonna not do just the upcycle and with the cutout, but I have no intention of doing any of that, which is kind of sad because those are cute too. I did this whole project for all 4 kids. When I take out the stuff that wasn't related to this, I probably got 4 pretty much brand new hoodies, good quality hoodies, and all the shirts probably for under 20 bucks, which is fun. You know, I like a good cheap project. I really like a project that doesn't take a whole lot of thought process or exact stuff. All right, nope, not today. Check that out, y'all. How cute is that? I think my little Miss Ayla Grace is gonna love her cheetah print. If I was so inclined, I'd do something on the pocket, but I'm not for this project because I need to get it in the mail tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get all 4 of these in the wash before I head off to church today so I can put them in the dryer tonight, and then they'll be all clean and ready to be put to use when they get them next week in the mail. How fun, y'all. That was fun. Even though I had to rip seams. It was pretty fun. I like it. Got an exact project. All right, y'all. 4 upcycled Goodwill find hoodies with the cutout. So I got t-shirts for the front and the back. Big brother shirt was baby pajamas with the t-shirt. It's square because it's Minecraft, you know, it's a pixel. So anyway, I got 4 cutout hoodies. This was a fun project. Both of these I ended up ripping stitches just because I wasn't paying attention, and you know, with a new project, lesson learned. This is great for a beginning sewer. I mean, it was kind of relaxing. I didn't have to stress at all. The worst part was finding what to put together and ripping stitches. I'm gonna show you the back real quick. Here's the front, bunny on the back, Minecraft on the back, more Bucky's leprechauns on the back. This is for the cutest little redheaded leprechaun like his daddy. And then, not today, my Minecraft on the back. Isn't this awesome? Yay! All for the grandkids. Anyway, thanks for coming along. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you being here. If you would please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so when Pops uploads new videos, you get notified. Check out our other videos. We have how-tos, travel videos, property vlogs, things like that. And keep watching. I appreciate y'all.